Well, today's Thursday, it's the 21st of September 2023, and Anita's gone to have her hair done. I've already started a video in Palma Nova, but I'm now heading off into Magaluf, which is this way. And it's a bit of a hill climb to start with, so I'm going to turn the video off here and then make my way into Magaluf. But just to give you some perspective, I'm actually outside the Baleares, and I've actually just walked down that road. So if you get the Palma Nova video, you'll see where I've just walked. Palma Nova's down that way, either to the right or down to the bottom there. But I'm going to head off into Magaluf just up here. I'll just catch up with you when I've walked up this little hill. One of the things I often comment on is that graffiti, and well, it's not graffiti, but if you look right up at the top there, there's a lovely huge mural up there. That's a school. How they managed to get that up there, I don't know. But there is some graffiti down here, and this is another one that makes it all a little bit debatable about what is graffiti and what isn't graffiti, because this wall here, which is in front of the school, has actually got some quite nice looking graffiti. It's got some not very nice graffiti, and the steps to the side of it, or the steps to the side of it don't look particularly good. But that wall was actually placed there and with the intention of people doing graffiti on it by the local council. So what's graffiti, what isn't graffiti, and who has the right to decide? That's very much open to debate, isn't it? Graffiti, art, not graffiti. I think really it comes down to whether the owner actually wants it there or not. Anyway, more to think about. Over the years, been a lot of construction work going on here, which is looking more or less finished now. There's still a bit to do. On the other side of the road, and it's very windy, so again, apologies for the sound effects, the wind. Is the sports centre, and it's one thing that Spain does really well is sports facilities. So big swimming pool, football pitches, lots of other gyms and all sorts of things there. And it's all run by the local council, and you just pay a small fee to use it. It's not very expensive. And just on the other side of that, there's a big running track as well. We're just coming into Magaluf now, just down here, and this is Aldi, big supermarket. So if you're staying in the Magaluf area, this is probably best bet for cheap shopping. If you need to get something for an apartment that you're staying in, self-catering, you get all the usual sorts of things there, like Aldi's the world over, I was going to say, but I guess they're over much of Europe. Oh, hello. Oh, that's nice, just to bump into Tommy and Kathy. Tommy and Kathy from Sinky's Bar. Tommy's just telling me he's off to work in a minute. Oh, it is very, very breezy. Anita said I might lose my hat. She could be right. Big poster there for karting Magaluf. That's something that's very popular with the youngsters. I've never done it, but some of our family have children. And that's just out of Magaluf, going towards Western Water Park. Again, somewhere else very popular. And not far from Pirates. Well worth going to Pirates if you're in the area and you want a show. Great family show is the Pirates Adventure, and they've got an adults version, and they've got a Gringo's Bingo thing. This is like a miniature golf, crazy golf thing. Have lots of fun there. This is in the Kathmandu Park. Just gives you some ideas of things you can do if you need to keep the kids or the adults entertained. I'm walking into Magaluf. It looks as though everybody else is walking out. Do they know something I don't? This is the used to be the Magaluf Park Hotel. It's actually the Kathmandu Hotel now. Sorts of water games and things in there, slides. Just getting into Magaluf with Morgan's there. Zeppelin just up there. Live music bar. There's quite a few bars up that road. Well, they spent a lot of time doing this place up, and they just had to board it all up. It's all glass. I guess they don't want somebody messing the glass up. It's expensive, so they've covered it in chipboard, and it looks as though it's not going to open this season. So maybe next season. Got a place across the road there for rent or for sale. And this used to be Magaluf Autos. Friends Martin and Barbara always used to hire the car from here, and it looks as though it's going to be a bit of a change. Going to be an Italian restaurant. Oh, that's interesting. Something completely different. Across the road is Panama Jack's, right in front of BCM and the new Tito's. This is Tito's Calvia Beach because the Tito's in Palma closed down some time ago. This is where it's resurfaced. Tito's in Palma is now Leo's, which is now the up and coming place in Palma for that sort of shows that they do there. That's BCM. Seems to be back in full function. Right next door to the Hotel Samos. People waiting outside the Hotel Samos with their cases in hand, waiting to be picked up and shuttled off to the airport. All the wind is bringing down the leaves. It's starting to feel like autumn. It isn't even the end of September yet. It's all well stocked up. And then Sinkies, Tommy's just getting some supplies in, and then they'll be opening up there very soon. Still isn't, just after 10:30 in the morning, so very early. And next to that is Benny Hills. Those ATM machines. This is a betting place, so they've got slot machines and other things in there, so you can do betting. It's a big article in the paper at the moment where someone's been arrested for betting misdemeanors. Involving huge amounts of money, lots of people. When I say lots of people, hundreds of people, and not just in Mallorca, but though based in Mallorca, and sort of match fixing and all sorts of things. Betting pretty much here is very well controlled, so it's difficult to get around that legally. So when people get caught, you can imagine there's going to be some quite big fines. Bendy Buzz 104. I'm on the wrong side, but there's Jokers and Jokers 2. I'm just going to walk through here, underneath the pool in the sky. Take a look up there. See, there's a swimming pool up there. There's actually people swimming away inside now. Quite strange to look at. It did have an issue with leaks, but they all seem to be sorted and solved. This is a new thing here. It's like an indoor mini golf, which we had a little walk around there when they first opened up, and it really did look quite an interesting place. I've just seen the pool on that side. There's another one on this side. Walk past it. I'll point you up in the direction so you can see that one as well. Nice shops, I think Anita would like. On this side. And this one is Mangoes. That was the Chemical Brothers. They were here earlier on in the year at the Majorca Live Festival. And there you go. And there's the other swimming pool. Some people swimming away. Sure, I'd want people looking up at me swimming at a pool. Well, the sun is shining now. Even though we did have all those grey clouds, they seem to have gone. Heading down to the beach now. It's going to be a bit breezy on the beach. But the water, you can see it's really glistening. I do like it when the sea looks like that. It's quite pretty. So This is Tom Brown's. Been here since we've been here and before, and even at 10:30 in the morning it's busy. Quite a few people on the beach. As you can see here, this is the remains of all the rain that we've had. We had a real deluge the other day. It started with a thunderclap at about 3 o'clock in the morning, which nearly tossed me out of bed, John. It was so loud, and it just didn't stop. It was mostly flashing lightning, and then some thunder. But for us, where we were living, it was more constant flashing all through the night, and very heavy rain. I've seen pictures of several places that got flooded. Heard of people whose ceilings have come in. We got a little bit of rain in the house, not too much. If it's blowing and it's raining, it can blow through the windows. Why houses in Spain, one of the reasons houses in Spain have shutters, it helps to protect them in these storms. And the window that we had a little bit of rain coming through, I foolishly removed the shutter some time ago. And so if the rain is blowing, the wind is blowing in a particular direction, it will come through. Draft excluder, and I can hear you shouting at me. Wow. I'm guessing Follies must put that up every day. So, not open yet, it'll be opening later on. But they must put this mural outside. Now I can start to feel the heat of the sun. Beautiful view out to the island there in Magaluf. It's called the Brisa Beach Club, part of the Wave House, which is the Sol Wave House complex. Hadley's Club, that's also fenced off at the moment, that's not open yet. In these few places you can see them getting the sun umbrellas up, hoping they're not going to blow away. So they must be opening, I guess, at 11 o'clock when people start to come out after their very late breakfasts. A lot of people walking out onto a pier there, and they're waiting for a boat to come, and I can see it in the distance. It's something Anita and I have said we would like to do, but it just look a bit choppy up there. And see that boat bobbing up and down. I think I'd need a calmer sea than that. Hello. Hi. How are you doing again? This is Bondi Beach. And this is where I'm going to actually leave the beach in Magaluf. It does, obviously goes all the way around there and past Robinson Crusoe's. A few weeks ago there was an article in the paper that I spoke about the dancers that used to appear on some of the bars here at the bottom of the Magaluf strip. Left here we've got Stereo. I don't think they had them, but on the right is Temple. And a spokesperson for the dancers was a lady named Carla, and we met her sister the other day. Carla, a girl we used to teach many years ago now. She was talking about the girls being artists and should be allowed to continue to do their work. That's what we refer to as the Magaluf strip. All quiet now, and we're really towards the end of the season for the Magaluf strip. I suppose has been the loud, noisy place, though I think it's a lot less loud and noisy than it has been in previous years. Some people say it's been killed off, and part of that is because we talked about the Guardia Civil. They've been stationed across the road from the bottom of the Magaluf strip, which I think is a good idea. It sort of puts people off doing naughty things a little bit. If you've got the Guardia Civil likely to pick you up. So I've nearly done a circumnavigation of Magaluf. Just going past the plaza. Every time I walk past I do think of Kenny Campbell. He used to sit in the corner down here and entertain people here. That's the plaza, bottom of the Magaluf strip, and I used to go there occasionally with a whole group of masons after a masons meeting. Someone was asking about wanted a bar in Magaluf. What about that one? That one's been for sale for a long time. It used to be the White Horse pub, but since before lockdown that's been closed. Right at the end there. Got to be in a good place. And there's the Sol Kathmandu Park Resort. Seem to get as many names and words in as they possibly can into some of these hotels. It used to be the Magaluf Park, now it's a Sol Kathmandu Park and Resort. And just in the garden of it, the grounds, they've got the upside down house, the mini golf and 4D experience, lots of things in there that you can do. Here's the new Pedro's, which is somewhere we said we're going to try. We've never got around to it yet. We will do one day, I'm sure. There's so many places, and this one's got a particularly good reputation, so it's one of the places I would like to try. But then again, so are many of the others up here. Particularly would like to go to Finnegan's. It's just a little bit further up. It's one of these gambling places I was talking about. Korean street food. I hadn't noticed that before, but I would like to give that a try, as our grandsons have just come back from Korea, been to the World Scout Jamboree, and despite what everybody says, they had a great time. This is Finnegan's, and one of the reasons for coming here is Mick, of course, the fiddler. Well, I guess that's about it from Magaluf. So I'm going off into Palmanova now, so that'll be another video. So and then eventually catch up with Anita. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll look forward to seeing you in our next video. Bye for now. As a little postscript to the Magaluf video, I've just bumped into a couple sitting at Leo's. Haven't really got time to stop and have a drink with them because I've got to get off to see meet Anita. But they've been watching the videos and realised that I was a mason, and he was a mason too. So that's quite interesting. So thanks very much for that.